has been arrested near Obama's home. He had guns and 400 rounds of ammunition in his van. Taylor Taranto has been publicly identified as a participant in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol since August 2021. He was arrested Thursday. I'm Tyrone Bowman. This is Tyrone Bowman Tonight. According to NBC News, a Trump supporter who stormed the Capitol wearing a Make Space Great Again that had 2 guns and 400 rounds of ammunition in his van when he was arrested Thursday near former President Barack Obama's home, federal authorities said Friday. A federal prosecutor said in court Friday that Taylor Taranto, a 37-year-old man first identified by online sleuths in August 2021, also had a machete in the van he appeared to be living in. Taranto's van has been parked near the D.C. jail in recent weeks, and he has appeared at protest in support of other January 6 defendants. Videos on social media show noting that he lived in the van. A federal prosecutor said Taranto had nowhere to go. The prosecutor said that Taranto has been in Washington to take House Speaker Kevin McCarthy up on his offer, letting January 6 defendants review security footage of the Capitol riot relevant to their cases. Taranto had posted recordings of phone calls he made trying to get access to the footage to his social media. Taranto has acknowledged entering the Capitol on January 6 in social media posts and questioned why authorities had not arrested him. His lawyer did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Taranto showed up at Obama's residence on Thursday after former President Donald Trump posted screenshots on his Truth Social platform that featured a purported address for Obama's home in Washington. Taranto's account reposted Trump's post. "We got these losers surrounded," Taranto wrote on Telegram yesterday. "See you in hell, Podesta and Obamas." Taranto will be held in custody at least until a detention hearing on Wednesday, federal magistrate Judge G. Michael Harvey said Friday. He had some concern about Taranto's mental stability. Taranto was identified by members of the seditious hunters community after a facial recognition search turned up photos of him posing with a cardboard cutout of Trump at county GOP events in his home state of Washington. The widow of a Metropolitan Police officer who died by suicide after defending the Capitol on January 6 has filed a lawsuit against Taranto and another man, David Wells Kaufman, alleging they played a role in his death. Both men have denied involvement in Officer Jeffrey Smith's death. Smith's body cam footage appears to show that he was also struck with a flying metal object later in the evening, hours after he was part of a scuffle involving Wells Kaufman and Taranto. NBC News spotted Taranto at Wells Kaufman's sentencing earlier this month, where he confirmed his full name to court security officials, who spoke to him after he used his cell phone in the courtroom in violation of court rules. More than 1,000 people have been charged in connection with the January 6th attack, which involved more than 3,000 people. Taranto was one of hundreds of January 6 participants who had been identified by online sleuths but had not been charged. Let me ask you a question. Let's reverse the scenario. Suppose the exact same scenario had occurred by former President Barack Obama and 3,000 armed black men who stormed the U.S. Capitol. What do you think would have happened to Obama and the 3,000 black men on that day? Do you think that there would be all this political posturing? Do you think that there would be all this leniency and empathy and concern? Do you think that Obama and his supporters would have not been arrested tried, convicted. They wouldn't have been sentenced. They would have been hung publicly. Never surrender. Never quit.